All right, coming up, a company that calls itself the Uber for international shipping. Hey, welcome back to Cheddar. Joining us now is Rahman, co-founder and CEO of Airposted, a peer-to-peer international shipping service. Consumers can use your platform to buy goods from anywhere in the world, and they'd be delivered by a traveler coming to that area. So I have something I want to deliver to my family in Europe, let's say, right? Or I got a friend in Italy, in Milan. I can find somebody that's traveling to Milan and they will take the package for me?
Exactly. So how Airposted works is it's a twofold platform, and what we do is basically connect the shopper with the traveler who's already traveling to Europe, say. So what happens is if you want to send a package via Airposted, using Airposted to Europe, what you do is log in as a buyer, post what you want to be sent to Europe. And then a traveler already traveling to Europe, you can just send him a message or a deal, and the traveler could do the same for you as well.
So there's a store in Milan that I love X product in, I can't get it here, or the shipping is going to cost a fortune.
Exactly.
They will go, who makes the purchase?
So the purchase right now, there's going to be two options. So you could be a verified traveler. So if you sign up to be a verified traveler, you just give us your social, and we run a background check, much like Uber does.
Okay.
Then Airposted pays you money up front, so you don't need to carry with your own money.
And do you just meet the person like after they've delivered it?
No, we don't meet the person. So what Airposted does, it's just a platform where the buyer is meeting the traveler. So say, Peter was saying, he needs something from Milan that's only unique to that store. So he places an order as a buyer, hops onto Airposted, signs on, requests an item from that particular store. And someone says coming from Milan to the States. And Peter searches, narrows down the search for people who's already coming from Milan to the United States from our traveler section. And he meets this couple of people that's already traveling. And he could always send them an option of send them a request to make a deal or send them a message. So he goes, he wants to pay $10 for this certain amount of product that he wants to get from Milan. And that there's a bidding process up there. So the traveler and the buyer decides the fair fee that works for both of these people, and then they make a deal.
When did you launch?
We launched 3 months back in September.
That's it?
Yes.
Do you have VC backing?
So we don't have VC backing. What we did was we launched on September, just a beta site. The response was really good. We had 10,000 users in a couple of months. So we decided
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is really good in 3 months.
Yes, so we decided to revamp the site and launched a new design of the whole site early this month. So now that you're satisfied with the product design and everything, now the next target will be getting VCs.
And what are some of the more popular areas
to get stuff from?
Yeah.
The tech stuffs are so big. A lot of tech stuffs.
A lot of tech?
A lot of tech.
From where?
From the States.
From the States
to Asia, Southeast Asia.
So people are getting stuff here in the United States and
a
going
lot
there.
of iPhones.
Okay.
A lot of iPhones.
Airposted is an iPhone delivery
Yeah, a lot
company.
of iPhones and a lot from Amazon.com. So a lot of orders off Amazon for products that are unique to the States are very cheap.
But what about stuff that are not unique to the States and people from the United States are wanting something coming in? Is it clothes?
Right.
Is it tech products maybe from China? What is it?
China, we didn't tap in there yet, but we had for example, a soap that was really unique to Greece. So we had that shipped from Greece.
We would want soap from Greece.
Okay, so here's a question. Are you using this data then would you work with retailers to say, hey, we have this data on all these goods,
right.
You should open up in these markets and sell this X, Y, and Z?
Yes,
how are you using the data?
Exactly. That is something we could definitely look onto in the future, but right now like you said, a lot of iPhone orders, a lot of, most orders from Amazon and a lot of other stores as well. And we're kind of big on Southeast Asia and a little bit gaining popularity up here in the States. So what's happening is we have a lot of data from those 4 different countries at this point of time.
And so you're taking a cut of each product? How does that work?
So Airposted takes a cut of 5%, but right now I want to mention that for Cheddar today, what we could do is make it free. For the whole next month, we could offer free signups.
Oh, nice.
So you post, you do a deal, so we're not going to take the 5% fee.
Okay, so how do we
Is there a
how do we
promo
do
code
this?
or
Is there a
something?
promo code that you get it free?
No, we could just do it for like the whole month. So I want to just mention on Cheddar. So no promo code needed. We're just gonna put it up.
You're just going
Hey,
free
all
on the
right.
whole
Just going
site.
free
Airposted
online
is going
and Cheddar.
free.
So,
Yes.
okay, so
Oh, wow. Wait, why? So how are you going to survive?
So the idea is to gain as many users at this point of time, and like share shipping
It's
is
just
so
a
new.
marketing campaign.
Exactly, and share shipping itself is so much like it's totally new. No competition, literally, and while FedEx and others like traditional shippers has lagged off a lot since a long time.
you mentioned obviously $10 or some sort of bidding war that you get with somebody that's bringing the item over to you. What's the average cost of what I'd be paying somebody to bring it over? Is $10 pretty much a typical range, or is it higher, lower? Is it depending on how big the item is?
Yeah, it's a percentage of the cost of the item.
Basically, it's 10% or more. That's something we noticed. But depending on the location, the time frame, the product size, weight, but it's around 10%, not less
Is there
than
an
10%.
insurance policy
So
onto this, so that way if the item's protected, just in case?
Yeah, that's the next thing that we're gonna include in that. So verified traveler is something we're launching this month, hopefully, and then the insurance policy. So that's gonna be like very easy for the travelers, because a lot of times we see the travelers are hesitant because they have to invest the money first of all, and then the insurance. So we're adding these two features, and hopefully that's gonna be like big for the travelers and the buyers.
What other products are in high demand besides iPhones?
Besides iPhone, a lot of like clothing, like
Yeah.
Nike is like really big. A lot of Puma things, Puma gears.
Really, Puma?
Puma, like
Huh.
yeah, in South America, it's doing pretty good. And back to your
Really?
point, like
What about like underwear and T-shirts? Are there any like or socks? Like, is there anything
Peter needs
surprising?
a lot of Italian underwear.
No, I
so
just want no, or
sent over.
like in America, Hanes like makes like great. Yeah, I just wonder, is it better than other places
maybe
than people
socks.
desire?
Socks, yes. I think we had some Under Armour socks shipped like few days back.
So what
yeah.
gave you this idea? Were you traveling lots and you're like, I wish I remembered to get this particular item when I was gone somewhere? Like, what made you think of this?
So I've been traveling a lot, pretty much. So whenever I travel, so people are always wanting, my friends or relatives are always wanting stuff from the States just because of the price difference.
Sure.
And sometimes they're not even available on those countries. So what happened was like, I was about to ship a Nike pair of Nike shoes, and the shoe itself was $100, but shipping it from the States,
Right.
everything ended up being like $300.
Right.
So that's like,
You spend more in the shipping.
yeah,
as well.
exactly. Then the product itself, and then we were like, no, this can't happen.
This-
There is a real problem.
This is a way to get around the Trump border tax.
Totally. He's found the loophole. There we go.
What were you doing before?
So I'm studying at Mason. I'm a senior there. So just about to be done with my studies.
So you're still in college?
I'm still in college, yes.
What is
Where?
George Mason.
George Mason in Virginia.
In Virginia, Fairfax, exactly.
Huh.
You've
Wow.
obviously mentioned iPhones being typical. What's the average transaction
old are you?
price?
I'm 24.
Really?
Yeah.
You look older than that,
That's supposed to be a compliment.
doesn't he?
It is. You're very wise beyond your years, clearly. What's the average transaction price?
Maybe it's the
usually?
beard.
30. It's the beard. $35. Around $35.
All right. How much money have you made?
We didn't make a lot of money, just to put it like that. But since we crossed like the 25,000 user mark, so what we're planning is to capitalize and monetize once we hit a little bit more traction.
Okay.
All right, and don't
All right.
forget, of course, Cheddar viewers, Airposted is letting
Free.
you guys take
Free.
advantage of a free deal, so you got to go to
That's
it.
amazing.
Thank
All right.
you.
Ryan Rahman, co-founder and CEO of Airposted and George Mason University student.
And only in his 20s.
Yes. Coming up, I want to see your birth certificate. Coming up, we'll talk to a company renting out experiences on a subscription basis. But first, we talked about President Trump's relationship with the tech sector with the Washington Examiner.
I think some of these tech companies and tech CEOs are maybe in sort of a difficult position